Well, hey everybody, and happy Friday, and welcome to Friday Night Flights. I am your host, Lazerbolt, and this week we're going to be flying out of Brisbane International here in beautiful Australia. We got the whole gang here. We got Compass Coast, we got Wingnut, we got Longhorn, we got our buddy Kineas. This should be an interesting flight. First, we're going to be flying down the coast to the south. We're going to visit a little place called Coffs Harbour. That's a nice little place. That is the home of the giant banana. And by the end of the evening, we're going to be in Kingsford. So, sit back and relax, grab yourself a snack and a drink. And yeah, please enjoy the flight, and hopefully you'll have a good Friday along with us. Little mic check with everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
We're doing good, thank you.
Right on. I like hearing that. We got Mia Scully pulling up with that Dirty 30 up in here behind us. Gonna be a good time. So we got Kineas over here, and he's also saying good evening and cheers. I am not able to see that the F-35 he asks. I can't see it because I don't have it, but at least I do have a substitute. And if you guys can all hear that, you might have to forgive me because I got some fool in a motorcycle right outside my window, just revving it up, having a good old time. At least I do see a substitution for you this time, which is good. The last month or two, there haven't been any substitutions that I've seen if you don't have the aircraft.
So, is that Mia that's sitting right next to me?
Yeah, Mia
yeah.
and Tailhook and an F-18 right beside the other side of you.
Oh, good.
Okay,
I didn't see
whatever's
Tailhook.
sitting next to me is a fighter jet with the dual tail.
That's Tailhook.
Yeah, that's
an
Tailhook.
F-18.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pull past them because that thing's going to be able to accelerate a heck of a lot faster than we are.
Guys and girls, we're going to be out of here in about 2 minutes. Just quick information on the flight. Pretty straightforward flight tonight. We're going to climb to 8,000 feet and try to maintain 250 knots. That should be easy enough, so count on that. 8,000 feet, 250 knots. This first leg is pretty much straight on. We're just going to have to take a slight left-hand turn. I'm going to turn to a heading of 166. Turn left to 166 at 8,000 feet, 250 knots. We're going to be out of here in about a minute and a half.
So I finally took Wingnut's advice and downloaded those the colored name tag stuff.
Oh yeah.
Now I gotta change some of it because I got way too much writing.
Yeah, you can edit. You can even take the names out.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't think
something
it was
I still.
working yesterday because yesterday when I first started it, first put it in there, the POIs were colored, but the AI traffic was still all white. I was like, what
Right.
the heck? Did I do something wrong? Well, I just spawned it now. At least everybody now I've got set to green, and then the POIs are set to orange.
I like what Bob had going on there with all the traffic tags were like in blue or something. It was a lot easier to see than this white over the top clouds. I still need to download that, but I think it's a great idea. So, gentlemen, get ready to take off. Check your flaps, check your parking brakes, and all the other good stuff because we're going to be out of here in about 15 to 20 seconds.
Yeah, I gotta set up my flight computer, so I'll be lagging behind a little bit. YBBN.
Luckily, all of our airports tonight are in the database. I don't think we're going to have too much trouble with that around here, not like we were having up in the Philippines and Indonesia.
Hey, Longhorn, your crew entrance door is open.
Is it? I didn't open it. Crew door.
All right,
No, that's
pilots,
just open
let's go ahead and get these birds up in the air. Lazerbolt is spooling up and rolling.
YCFS.
It's already telling me I have a trim warning and I haven't even flown yet. Don't know how that works.
YBBN, not be in the database.
You sure you didn't type VBBN?
Probably.
That's what I did by accident.
That was
I,
it.
I don't have any. I don't have any name tags.
No name tags. Do you see the airplanes and stuff?
Yeah, I see the planes.
Yep. Well, go into
These
assistances and change it to aircraft tags. You'll see the new update toggle everything off, so you'll just have to toggle it back on.
Yeah, I read that. That's exactly what it is. You got to toggle your name tags back on.
All right. And we are off. Yeah, it felt like summer for just a few days around here, and now it's right back to, I don't know, it's about 40, 45 degrees. Dropped right down.
Yeah, it got
Yeah, we
cold
were
down here too in Tennessee. We're going to be 45 in the morning and 38 on Sunday for the morning low anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of chilly. Yeah,
All
our,
right.
Right.
our buddy Captain Hopper came up with a nice one. I like this. Happy Fly Day. Cool. Also, Tailhook here says good evening. Well, good evening right back to you there, buddy. I see you in like a F-18. It's looking good.
I had no steering. I went in and purposefully set my invert controllers.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this update changed it, and I don't need to invert it now. I couldn't steer.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully that changes it, and you ain't gonna have to worry about that anymore.
Find out when I land. If I can get off the runway.
I was in live weather when we took off. Man, my airplane was all over the runway. So if you're in
Yeah,
live
mine
weather,
too.
that's, yeah. I had to
Really?
crab sideways to get in the air.
Yeah, it helps if you can stay straight on the runway. That's for sure.
What I gotta do now? Select. There we go.
Auto throttle situation happening. All right, climbing through 7,500 for 8,000.
Well, the size adjustment now works for the EFB and VR.
Oh,
I got
good.
small, medium, and large. The problem is the large size now is like 1/3 the size the tablet used to be.
So large is still smaller than it used to be.
Yeah, which
Weird.
if I go to small, it makes it about probably about half the size of what one of the HDD displays is on the cockpit.
You can't just drag it and make it however big or small you want. It doesn't do
Nope,
that.
there's
It
no
just has
dragging.
presets.
Nope, just has the 3 presets. I have the arrows. I can move it around and angle it whatever direction I want, but I can't. To change the size, I just got to hit small, medium, and large.
Right. Well, at least it's not taking half your cockpit anymore.
Yeah, I mean that's good. I mean I'll just put it a little bit closer to my face now so I can read it. All right, I am airborne and I got my flight computer programmed.
Well,
Yeah,
welcome
there's
to the
rain.
skies.
Rain all around me.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic around here for sure. Not just us, but a whole ton of actual airplane traffic.
So let's put this. Well, shoot, then this could be that small. I'll just move it over here. And
All right, navigation captured. We're following the path.
still zooms in way too much when I hit my right mouse button. It puts my face right up against the panel.
And our buddy James Holmes brings up a good point. We'll find out when we land is not what you want to hear when you're on a plane. Got that right.
Well, I'll be able to land. I just may not be able to steer it off the runway.
But
It's
if
not
you
as
were a
bad as what
passenger,
he
you
said
wouldn't want to
last
hear
week.
that.
What was that, Wingnet?
I said it's not as bad as what you said last week. What happens when you open this yellow handle?
Oh yeah, yeah. The door opens really fast.
Yeah, the plane
Yeah, I don't know
falls
why
out
you
of the
saw
sky.
my door open, because when I went to close it, it actually opened. So
Huh.
I had to go back and change it.
Well, the big handle does say "Don't open."
Yeah, but I didn't think it really meant it.
You know, I did not check little nav map to see what the elevations are around here, and I'm looking up ahead. We do have some mountainous stuff. I think maybe I should check that.
He's got the Longhorn's got some good sayings there. You know, last week I think I remember him saying something about pulling the T handle for shutting the engine down.
The one that drops your fuel all over the place?
Yeah.
Well, little nav map says we're going to be okay at 6,500 feet, so it's a close call-ish. We should be just fine.
Should be
So,
good.
yeah,
at 8.
we're just
I
going to
think that's-
continue on 8,000.
Okay.
No, actually, the T handle on the C-130 is the one that shuts down your engines and deploys your for your fire, engine fire.
Oh, right, right.
Okay. What does it mean on my little computer down here when it says fuel quantity error?
Jeez, I don't know. I can guess.
So can I, but I'm hoping I'm guessing wrong. It says I got 8,000 pounds in my
I got
left
the
main.
same. I got the same thing.
7,500 in my number 2 main, 7,500 in my number 3 main, and 8,430 in my number 4 main. So I should have enough. So they got 31,000 pounds.
Right,
That should
something
be enough,
changed.
though, right?
My
That's
plan
more.
is to just clear it out and ignore it.
Okay, well that's
We'll
what I'm
find
gonna
out
do
if
then.
it's a problem about halfway there.
If I start losing altitude.
Chances are it's more of a you
shoot.
didn't enter anything into the flight computer as far as fuel, and so it thinks you don't have any. I don't know.
But I never have before.
I know, but things have changed with that huge update.
Well, it shouldn't have changed the Dirty 30 because, I mean, they'd have no control over what this thing does.
That's true, unless they changed how it sees fuel somehow, you know.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll see.
Yeah, I
It'll be
mean,
out of
I'm
throttle.
with you. I've got the same. I've got plenty of fuel. I ain't got to worry about that.
Okay, did yours say it too, though?
Yeah, mine
Yeah,
said
mine
it too.
did
I
too.
just cleared it out.
Oh, okay.
But I've got plenty of fuel. I've got the same amount I always do. So
Okay,
I
good.
ain't gonna run out.
All my external tanks are all on 0.
Yeah, me too.
Or the external and auxiliary tanks.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
it's
can
normal.
even. Oh, okay. I do have my externals on.
Holy crap, there's a lot of aircraft out here on this EFB. Wow.
Oh yeah, back there in Brisbane, that international airport just had them coming and going like mad. We've got a great little group tonight. Look at that. Fantastic.
Now I get to sit back and relax.
That's the key to a Friday night.
Well, that's weird. Oh, Mia's not listed as one of my friends. Okay, that's why she's gray. Because the rest of you guys are all green. And
On the
Mia's
EFB?
just listed.
Oh,
No, I'm-
okay, right on your new color name tag things. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why she was gray. It's like, oh, that's right, because she's not a friend. The weird thing when I first started Flight Simulator yesterday, I got a friend request again from Wingnut and Laser and
Oh, really?
maybe Coast. Yeah, it's like, I've already accepted this, but I'll accept it again.
Huh? I didn't even
I
notice if I had one. Maybe I should
No,
look too.
I didn't send it.
I'll look once we get on the ground.
Yeah, it had under the little friend icon on the top of that menu bar,
Yep.
it had like a little red dot. So I clicked on it and it said, Wingnut has sent you a friend request. Laser has sent you a friend request. I was like, again?
Yep, I mean it is true, but that was a year ago.
Well, and I accepted it a year ago.
On the flight sim you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, they did say they monkeyed with thousands of things, and there's going to be some weird stuff popping up. Probably will sort itself all out over time.
Yeah, I can't really say I'm seeing any improvements that everybody's saying they're seeing, but I've been running pretty smooth anyway. So
Right. Well, this is my first time playing it since the update, so I don't know. The only thing I noticed is it took me forever to load this Dirty 30 in, but probably next time it won't take as long. Well, just the database in general, this whole area. It took like over 5 minutes.
yeah, if it wiped out your rolling cache, then you were starting from scratch to re-download all that again.
That is what happened.
All right.
Well, let's get a little information on our first stop here. Our first stop is Coffs Harbour. Like I said, Coffs Harbour is known for the giant banana. Used to be a roadside fruit stand. And this guy built this gigantic freaking banana so people could see it from miles around and know he's got fruit there. I think
Once
nowadays
again,
it's an amusement park. It does not appear that we have any ILS frequencies going on for this airport.
okay, well that would explain why I have no charts then.
Right. But we will be coming in on runway 21. Count on 2, 1. We'll just call it 6,800 feet of bituminous. That is plenty for us. So we're going to be taking that runway 21 bituminous runway when we get there. And that's how that works.
That's good. That's the recommended one for me with the live weather.
I noticed for a change today, it's put us all on the same runway.
Yeah, I was surprised to see
That was
at least
weird.
well, now he's on.
It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, one of their fixes that was supposed to help VR was the identification bars for when you're hovering over a button or something to select.
Right.
Well, a lot of times they would put the identification tag like way off to the side where you couldn't really see it. Well, in an effort to make it easier, we've moved it closer. Well, now it covers everything.
So you can't see anything
like
behind it.
Nope. Like when I want to do for the altitude selection, if I go to hover it over, as soon as I turn it blue, it immediately puts this big bar that covers that whole panel.
Right.
So I can't see what I'm dialing it to.
Right. Yeah, that's a little extreme.
Like, really, guys? You couldn't have put it like a little bit away?
Yeah, once you know where everything is and you don't need it no more, just turn that filter off.
Yeah, but the problem is I have a hard time seeing a lot of the writing and stuff on this stuff. So I have it on there just so I can hover it over it and see what it actually is. Mainly on like the autopilot stuff because I'm not sure which button is for nav versus approach versus heading. And so I got to hover over it so it'll pop up a big box that says what it is.
Our buddy James Holmes with the generous super chat up here. He's real good about that. I love that. James Holmes asked, what is the Dirty 30? Well, this Dirty 30 is the airplane that I'm in. I think Wingnut is also in one. This is, I think it's kind of a nickname for a C-130. This is the C-130J high-tech new version, and I think they just nicknamed it the Dirty 30. If that's not true, then it is at least the nickname that the company Blackbird Simulations have given it, and they just call it the Dirty 30. When it's actually a C-130 Hercules, if you want to be technical. And this is an airplane we fly all the time. I love it.
You know, it almost seems that they've kind of gone away with calling it the Dirty 30 now. Because if you go to their website and stuff, now all mentions is just the Blackbird Sims C-130J.
Oh, really? They're getting away from that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that used to be splashed all over the page, the Dirty 30.
Yep.
I just
Maybe
call
that
it a
was
Dirty
to
30 because
differentiate
it's a quick way to differentiate this version of it from the Captain Sim version.
Yeah. And that might be why they did it too. Because
Right.
I think the Captain Sim one was already out while they were developing this one.
Right.
And they wanted to let you know that, hey, this is a different plane.
Tailhook up here with that awesome looking F-18. I love that. That just fits together with this aircraft perfectly.
I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I'm noticing it when with this update is that sometimes the airframe will fluctuate up and down or left or right depending on the weather and the I guess the airflow or something. Have you seen any of that?
No, I
Yeah,
have
I
not.
mean,
Like you're saying, you got wing flex and the actual fuselage?
Not so much wind flex. It's just the whole airframe will either drift up or down or left or right depending on the air and the weather or something.
Huh.
I'm seeing more of
That's
that
pretty cool.
now than
Yeah,
I've ever seen before.
that's definitely realistic then. Cool. I haven't looked at the patch notes, but they said there was thousands of bug fixes they mentioned. I generally don't have too many issues with bugs, but the more they fix it up, the better for everybody.
As long as they're not cockroaches.
We don't get a whole lot of
Okay.
those up here, especially right after wintertime.
huh, interesting. I've got the name tags is responding for friends, but I cannot change the color for the nameplates for anybody else.
Weird.
I'm like, yeah, nameplate. Try changing this to green. Okay, there we go. That worked. I had to
That
change it because it was originally set for blue, but she was still gray. As soon as I changed to green, it popped her into green.
Nice.
There we go. But I'm going to take some of this
Alright, get
information
back
off. I
on
don't need to
course
see
here.
a big old sentence button under everybody's names. So I have type. Turn that off. Distance, and I don't care so much about altitude. This one we will do. Oop.
Got a Super Hercules and a Super Hornet up here. Pilots, it
Pretty
is
neat.
only a few days away from Star Wars Day, and man, oh man, am I cramming to try to get that video done. But yeah, be on the lookout for that on Monday. Watch this year's Lazerbolt Star Wars Spectacular.
It's neat. You can take away, you can edit and take away all of that other stuff under the nameplate, and change the colors to at the same time.
Oh, I'd like that.
Yeah, I've got it set for type and distance. It's the only two things I want to see.
That's really all you need.
And you can change the size of it too. Mine's defaulting to 18 point for the font, so I can make it bigger or smaller too. But
Very cool.
all right, I think I got it set.
I think I lost track of Coast. I saw him a minute ago.
I still can't get anybody's name tag.
Did you go
Well-
into settings and check that it's check marked?
What's check mark?
Name tags.
Couldn't find him. Couldn't find him.
It's on the very first page. You go down to assistances, and then there's a bunch of toggle switches. And one of them just says, I don't know, it sounds like it covers all aircraft. People, AI, actual airplanes. And for me, it was turned off by default. I had to turn it back on. But it's right on, when you go to settings, it's right on the first page, about halfway down. Assistances, I think it's called.
No, flight interface.
Oh, flight interface.
And
Okay,
flight interface under general settings, and then go down to show air traffic nameplates.
That's it. Thanks, buddy. Captain Hopper, thanks so much for the super chat, buddy. That's awesome. And he has some good advice. He says, everybody, please like the stream. That is good advice. I like when people like the stream. Thanks, bud.
Worked. Got all your name tags.
Good beans. Yeah.
I'll send you the bill.
That's a
Consulting
tech
fee.
bill right there. That's not cheap. You had to go to college for that.
Yeah, they turned off my letter carrier.
Yeah, they did mine too.
I'm guessing we're going to find all kinds of little things like that as we go that were changed with this new update.
All right.
It's surprising how important things like that are, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like if you don't really see people when they're more than a few miles away. You know what I mean? You need that name tag. Alrighty, we're about 76 miles out. When we get to within 30 or so, I'm going to drop down to, gosh, I don't know, what's the elevation here? Coffs Harbour. Oh, not much. Of course, the harbor is right on the ocean, so it's only 14 feet of elevation. So yeah, when we get about 30 miles out, I'm going to drop her down to 2,500. I love the way that F-18 looks, man. With the two tails, little V-shaped thing happening. It's pretty dope. Yeah, one thing I have noticed is it's getting a little better with showing substitutions. For instance, in the last month or so, whenever somebody was in the F-35, I wouldn't see anything except their name tag. I noticed Kenny is in that F-35, and I can actually see an airplane. It's not an F-35. As a matter of fact, it's a A321 passenger jet, but at least I can see something. That's a step in the right direction. Yeah, these last couple weeks I've been having just terrible luck trying to get the sound levels adjusted correctly. And last week was the worst. After I went back and checked out the stream after the stream was over, I realized how quiet it was. It was absolutely quiet. I had to turn my volume up to almost full blast just to hear anything. It was so quiet. And I searched and searched, and no matter what I did with OBS, it didn't change anything with the volume levels. Well, I figured out what it was. It was a Windows update. A Windows update screwed up all of my sound settings. And I had to go to the, you got the volume mixer. I had to go to that. And my OBS output volume was like at 5%. 5%. So, you know, I bumped it back up to normal, like 85, 90%. You know, I didn't need to go crazy on it. But all of my sound levels were crazy. My Google Chrome sound levels were down to like 10%. I don't know why it did that. Just why would it do that? You know, I mean, there's got to be tons of people that would happen to, and they would have no idea. And I didn't know what that's what it was, but I just happened to know that, well, maybe I should check my volume mixer. And sure as shit, they were all down to almost zero. It's just the weirdest thing. Why do they monkey with stuff like that? And I haven't messed with my volume mixer in years. Matter of fact, on this computer, I've never mixed with it. I've never had a problem with it before. And then last week, like I said, they were all down to like 10%, 5%. Everything was super quiet no matter what I did. Weird. Hopefully, this stream is a little bit better. I've been really working hard to try to get the sound levels correct. Usually it's like either you guys are too loud and I'm too quiet, or I'm too loud and you're too quiet. I think, I don't know, just looking at the graph and the bars moving, looks like everything's okay.
You sounding all right. Sounded good.
Oh, you guys will always hear me the same no matter what I do. I'm talking about for the stream. You guys
okay.
will, no matter what I do on this end, you guys will hear me the same. Right on. We got Kineas up here, coming up with that A321/C VF35. It's just nice to actually see an airplane now instead of nothing. Very nice. Way in the back there, looks like we might have somebody. Of course, it's white on white. I can barely read it. No, it starts with A.
Well, I tried to tell you how to download a collared one.
I know. I really do need. Well, it's one of them things that during the week I never think of it, and then you'll show your stream or something, and I'm like, oh wow, I love your name tags. You've already shared the file with me. I can install it anytime. I just need to remember to do it when it's not a Friday night, you know.
Yeah, I think you'll like it if you put it on there. It's
Oh yeah.
just drop that in your community folder, and you'll be good.
Yep, I'm sure that would be very handy. And I like how you're talking how it lets you adjust what you see. Like I don't need to know your feet right down to the, tenth of an inch. Just get rid of that. Just tell me what you're in, what your name tag is, and how fast you're going. Actually, I don't even know how fast you're going. Just how far away you are. That's all I need. Very cool. That was something that used to be built right into the sim. Back in the FSX days, you could change the color and change the amount of information that was displayed. Now you have to have an add-on to do that. Alright, we're only 48 out, so bear that in mind. We're going to be descending here within the next 15 miles or so.
I lost the ability to click to turn off the show info for the nameplates.
Really?
Yep. I can for the friends, but for Mia and Kineas, I've got the entire string underneath the airplane now, so it's like covering everything.
Right on. So basically using that if you have to be a friend to take advantage of all of the different features.
No, I was able to change it before, but right now it's grayed out on this box to make the adjustments, so it won't let me hit it to show their info and change it.
Weird.
You see the in the middle there where it says linked?
Yep.
Open. Click on that.
I did. Yeah, that links it to the friends, so they both have the same information, and that works when I do that. But
the thing is, if you link it, it'll gray out a lot of that info too, I think.
yeah, I unlinked it, and it didn't free that box back up.
Huh. Mine's open. Mine's available.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be one of those issues with the clicking in the VR again.
Could be, yeah.
Our buddy JMB is in here, Vulcan Nerd, giving likes and stuff. Gotta like that. Well, I'm going to go ahead and slowly drop down to about 2,500 feet. See, we're approaching the coast. That should get us where we need to go. Drop her down. Hopefully nothing too crazy. There we go. Bringing it down. So I'm also going to go to the left a few degrees here, maybe to heading a 160. go. Help us line up. Had dinner at McDonald's tonight just because I didn't feel like cooking and I was running late, and I thought, I'm just going to run to McDonald's to get some food. So I got one of those big old, what do they call it, that new Big Mac type thing, the big Mick Deluxe or whatever the hell it is. Giant ass burger, big expensive burger. It was expensive, but it was huge, and it was filling, and it was good. Don't know if I'll get it again next time, but it's one of those where it's like, I might as well try that. Now I've had it. It's good to go. You know what, Kineas? I think next time I'm just going to get a Big Mac. It was really close to a Big Mac, but huge and hard to eat. $27 out. Almost at 2,500. Holding 2,500. Inbound runway 21 at Coffs Harbour. Alrighty, I'm going to begin slowing down here and get ready for that landing. Almost lined up with the runway. Nice looking place around here. I just got a good close-up look at Kineas's substituted aircraft. It's got these orange and white stripes going on. Looks like he just escaped prison or something.
Orange is the new black.
in just a few miles here. We're only 13 out, but in just a few more, I'm going to turn to a straight-on final here for runway 21.
Looks like we sort of bunched a little bit.
We bunched up a little.
I was way behind you, and somehow I caught up. That's because you slowed down and I didn't.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I'm going about 200 knots now. But you know how it is. It also depends on your weather, so we're never going to be exactly on the same speed here. Alright, 10 out. Do your flaps, do your gear. Get ready to get down there. Slowing to 150, getting ready for gear. Going gear down.
See a sign for Big Banana Fun Park over there on the right.
That's the place, yeah, the Big Banana. Like I said, they turned it into a big amusement park. It's pretty cool. It has this, I don't know, they got like a big, like a gravity luge sort of situation against the big hillside over there. You kind of hop on and they just got like one stick. You know, the one stick is your brakes. That's all you got is brakes. Because you can't steer, you can't nothing. You can just hit the brakes. And yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. I saw some videos of it. It looked really cool. All right. Bringing her down. Yeah, they got like an indoor ice type rink where they do, I think they have like a hill in there. You could ski down it and everything. Snowboard. It's crazy. You look like a pretty big place. Got like a petting zoo and stuff like that. So a couple years ago, I flew all over New Zealand and Australia and visited all of the big fruit and big animals and big. They just got big statues of all kinds of stuff around here in Australia. They're into that. I don't know, but they got big food. They got giant prawns and giant carrots and giant pineapples and just giant rams. There's a big old ram, and yeah, I took footage of all of it in the game and compared it to what it looks like in real life. So some of it's pretty nice. I got like a kind of a big
I see a big
cruise
banana.
ship.
I'm flying over top of it now.
Really?
Yep.
Nice. It's a big one. I got like a cruise ship stuck on a reef over here or something. Anywho.
I got the same ship, but it doesn't look like a cruise ship to me. It looks like almost like an oil tanker type thing. But it's stuck in the middle of that little harbor area.
Yeah, it's way too small for it. Don't forget your auto throttle. Alright, bring her down. A little off to the side here, but that's no biggie.
take a quick picture of it while I'm here. I'm flying overhead. Got my
Yeah, might as
drone
well.
on it. I'll be
I'm going to roll a little bit long. I think we're pretty bunched up. I just saw Mia a second ago. There we go. Get everybody down. Got coast coming in, looking good. Lazerbolt is clear to the left. Tail hook escorting us all in, looking real nice. Just the ground around here is halfway smooth. That place last week, geez, it was all potholes or something, man. It'd flip you right over. I thought we had somebody following us. A Luke B. A Luke A. A Luke Eb. Something like that. Yeah, I can see Kenny is taking advantage of that F-35's VTOL. He's putting it right down like it's a helicopter or something.
Oh, is that what he said? Because I show him in a 757, and it says a Sobo passive aircraft 757.
Oh, really? Yeah, he shows me passive aircraft A321. Either one is a terrible substitution, but at least I can see him as something. Recently, that's been kind of an issue, seeing people as anything. Wingnut, bring that thing down. Yeah, I got a Luke in that L-39 Albatross. There we go. I don't think that's the one that's made by Grumman.
No, there's a different now, but
Yeah, there's a couple different kinds.
That's Russian or whatever.
Oh, Longhorn, it looks like your tail steering is working okay, right? Better than it was?
Yeah, I still need it inverted.
Oh, you still had to?
Yeah.
Once you got on the ground, you had to again?
No, I left it inverted for the flight.
Oh.
But when I got on the ground, I could steer perfectly normal. So
I think I got the same thing that earlier Bob said that he could see your door open. I got your door open.
That is too weird. I'm going to
That was weird, isn't it?
take a quick look around my plane.
Let's see here. Here's a picture of the big banana that Bob posted. Look at that. If you see over to the right of it here, that's where all the fun stuff is. Great big banana.
That's weird. Yeah, I just looked at my plane. All my doors are closed.
Weird. Yeah, see, it's got they got a water park going on here, and see this big thing. You can see like they have a ski ramp kind of thing going on. That's what that big white building is. That's all refrigerated in there. And this hillside, this has that. It's a big luge track that goes around the whole place. Pretty neat. Little kiddie area down here. Fun, fun, fun.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I do have a door open.
Oh, you did? Your main door?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same one that you said. You know, when you wonder what happens when you turn that yellow handle.
No, this one's actually the one in the back. The yellow handle was up front.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's,
Well,
the
that's
one
what
up
I'm
front is
seeing.
the one I see open. Your main
Yes, the front
crew.
door.
Yeah, your main crew door. That's wide open for me.
Yeah, so what happens if I hit the option for crew door?
It just
See,
disappeared.
it got really loud to my plane when I did it.
The door disappeared, but it's still wide open. You know what I mean? There, like, all it did was make the door itself disappear, but it's still open. Weird.
Yeah, see now.
Okay, now it's out
when
again. Now it's in again.
Yeah. Oh, because I just went out of the airplane a second ago. Okay, so that actually is open now. Because it's red and it's really loud in my plane, and they had like little stairs going down the door.
Right. That's what I see
Yeah.
still.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So
weird
okay.
how, you know, the sim updated, not the airplane, but still, it does weird things, man.
Yeah,
I'm
because
sure
all
that's
my
related to
doors are
something.
gray, which means they're all closed. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave them where they're at because I don't think I'm gonna fly with my stairs hanging out again.
Well, guys and girls, let's go ahead and get these birds back up in the air. Get your altitude set to 8,000 and check your flaps, and we're going to be out of here in 1 minute. Make sure your CDI is set to INAV 1. It's always helpful. After takeoff, we're going to take a slight right-hand turn to a heading of 245. Slight right-hand to 245 after takeoff. So, pilots, let's go ahead and get these birds out of here. Lazerbolt is rolling.
Ready.
Here, I didn't even have my flaps going. All right. I see Kineas in, it looks like a FA-18 now. Switched up on us. Pretty cool. I'm still considering getting that F-35 just because so many people seem to like it. All right.
Yeah, I looked at that on the marketplace. It's like $30. The F-22
Yeah.
is 36.
Yeah, it's like, it's expensive and I'm never ever gonna fly it. So that's what's making me hesitate buying the damn thing. But at least I'd see people properly. Okay, turning right to a heading of 245.
A lot of planes in our group.
Yeah, I noticed that. We got like 7 or 8 people tonight. It's always awesome.
5, 6, 7. 6 with 2 still at the airport. I'm guessing they're part of us.
Yeah, we had a big group last week too. That was real nice. Everybody behaved themselves. They always do. All right. Climbing to 8,000 and maintaining 250. Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe the reason why Blackbird Simulations has held off updating this Dirty 30 is because they wanted to wait until after the big update. It might save them a little headache. Wait until after that and then fix everything, you know?
That's
Yeah.
possible. Sounds logical anyway. Let's just go with it.
leveling off at 8,000. Yep, it really feels like spring. It don't feel like summer yet, but it feels like spring. Like I was saying, it was dropped back down in the mid 40s. I was enjoying all these mid 60s days. It was beautiful. All of a sudden, this week it's going to be between 40 and 45 degrees all week long.
Yeah, we were 80-ish yesterday and 80 today and possibly again tomorrow, but then dropping the 70s with actually a 58 on Wednesday with a chance of rain.
That's comfy for you guys, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it got it cool all the way down here in the south too, in Tennessee. I'm at 58 now, and
Ooh.
going to be 45 in the morning and 38 Sunday morning, they said.
Yikes, time
Wow.
to close them windows.
I'm telling you, my wife put out tomato plants and stuff, and I don't know.
Is that what
I
did
got
it?
all my windows open.
$38 in Tennessee in May is that's just crazy.
Man, I
Yeah,
got someone sitting in the
that's
back
awful
seat back
cold.
there. They don't usually
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah, I was telling Laser
Oh.
the other day I was flying, and I had a dude with his hat on backwards and holes in his blue jeans.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a guy back here too. He's just chilling. Glasses, he's got a beard, green shirt. I mean, at least he
Well,
looks
that was a-
respectable. He's not some hat on backwards, holes in your blue jeans kind of fool. He's a regular dude.
Yeah, this is just
Okay.
some lady wearing black pants and a black blouse and brown boots.
Well, okay. We've got crew now, and it's not a co-pilot.
Yeah, my co-pilot's always there. But
Yeah,
don't have a
I
third
get
pilot.
rid of the co-pilot. It creeps me out every time I look over there.
Oh, well, I just created my own, so I've got the same person every time.
Right. I think I did too, but I always forget about it, and then I look over there and it's like, there's a zombie next to me. By the end of tonight's flight, we're not going to be too awful far from New Zealand. We're going to be jogging over to New Zealand here before too long. Like I said last week, we're not going to actually take the trip from Australia to New Zealand because that would be an entire flight, an entire Friday night of just flying over water. It would be one big long leg. And those are fun too, but I like landing occasionally. We're probably just going to start there.
Oh, dude, that guy needs a shave.
It's pretty scraggly. Hey, we got Hey, it's Lazy checking in. Howdy, Lazy. It's good to see you, buddy. Very beautiful area. Yeah, my favorite effect in the game is just how, like, you got hills and valleys and stuff, and then they got like that little mist in them, like a little layer of haze down there in the hills. It looks great. Alright, our next destination is Gunnedah. Gunnedah. However they'd pronounce it around here. We're looking at Yankee Golf December Hotel. It's recommending I come in on this grass strip. I don't think I'm going to come in on the 1,000 foot grass strip over here. We will, however, be landing on, let's see here. It's going to be runway 29er. We're landing on runway 29er when we get there. It is about 5,400 feet of asphalt. It's not huge, but it's plenty. We've got a little elevation here. It's almost 1,000 feet. We're looking at 860 feet of elevation that's up here in the mountains up ahead. So count on that. Count on runway 29er when we get to Gunnedah, Gunnedah, that place. So Longhorn, you mentioned a few things with VR since the update. Sounds like interface type stuff. A lot of. Have you noticed any kind of a performance, positive or negative?
No, it seems to be about the same.
That's good.
I just looked right now. I'm getting about 40 to 45 frames per second.
Well, that's all you need for this. I mean, you're not shooting at anything, so that's plenty.
Yeah, it's smooth. I mean,
Yeah, like I said, as long as it's smooth, that's what you need. As long as it ain't
yeah.
choppy, speeding up and slowing down, stuff like that. Just a nice steady frame rate, that's all you need. Y'all are looking pretty good back there.
Yeah, I noticed all the live weather career flights were missing again yesterday. Couldn't do any live weather, live time career flights.
Oh, really? That's got to be related to the big update.
Yeah, that's happened before, and it's just something on the server side that they've had to tweak to get them back. But yeah, it's like, I just want to fly a night flight. It's like, nope, every single flight like landed by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, no matter where I looked.
Check out those pictures I put of Longhorn's airplane.
With the door open?
Yeah, in flight here, right in front of us.
Are you in
front of
the
me.
you're in the orange stripe
Yeah.
type thing? Okay.
Yeah, I got the orange nose and tail.
Right on.
I think I'm in the marine version of it.
I can look right inside your airplane, buddy.
That's weird because my door is definitely closed.
It's weird that yours is the only one doing that. I'm in the exact same airplane, even the same paint job and all. It's weird.
Yeah. I went through all around both of your planes, and all your planes, all your doors are showing closed.
Only difference would be you're in VR, but I don't understand how that could make a difference. But you never know.
Oh, you just jumped out of your airplane.
I did.
Speaking of that last week, yep.
Good. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time. I like that
Yeah,
just because it's comical. We need the comic value of that.
Yeah, a little bit more to the left, and you'd have went right into my prop.
Oh, Geronimo. Let's go.
Sausage.
Well, that wasn't me. That was that dude in the back there. I just chucked him out.
Just talking about that last week. We haven't seen it for weeks or maybe
No.
even months, and all of a sudden, out you go.
There we go.
That's cool. I made that picture in drone mode.
I was wondering how you did that.
I wonder if they tweaked something with whatever that prop thing you were talking about, the swirly things,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm close enough to you that I've just got this massive blur like haze from like heat and weather disruption like all over my cockpit.
Yeah, that's always been there. That's the exhaust from the engines.
It probably shouldn't go through your cockpit, but it does.
Well, no, it
They-
seems to be like bouncing around at my windshield.
Oh, okay.
see
I
it
thought you
inside
meant
the
it was
plane.
like you said when you get snow, it just goes right
Oh.
through your. Yeah.
Yeah, that's only pertains to like a few planes. It doesn't seem to affect all of them, but more the general aviation. When I've flown through snowstorms, it's like
Right.
it's snowing in my cockpit.
Yeah, I've noticed the prop swirl is just as pronounced as ever.
Okay, so it must be the exhaust. It's weird because your wings and rudder and everything are all shaking in this massive blur, but your fuselage is like solid and not moving.
Right. Yeah, it's like if I put my camera back there, I got the same thing. It just kind of warps everything because of the heat.
Okay. So no Australian update this week.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
looked
we're
for
going to
that
be here
out
for
there.
a little while. It's a big country, a big continent. So hopefully by the time they update it, we'll still be here and we can check out some of the cool stuff.
Well, I created a company, cargo company here, and I think I got a passenger company here too now. So maybe I'll just hold off flying them now until they do the updates, because they'll
Right.
add some new cities or improve some cities.
90
But
out.
Australia.
Oh, I see your air deflector doors are open too, in the back
Mine?
there, long one. Yeah.
It's doing weird stuff today.
That is just too weird.
It's
See,
just
your
weird
air
when it does something
deflectors.
like that. We're all in the same aircraft and it's only doing it for one guy. Like, what's the difference there? You know, what is it?
Your
Yeah,
switch for air deflectors is on that panel. It says aerial delivery down on the console below the throttles. Does yours say closed?
um,
Like a little toggle switch right there
okay.
on the aerial delivery,
Well,
same one where your ramping door is, right below the
yes,
ramping door.
there's a button. Oh, the air deflector says it's says closed.
Okay, well, it's lying.
No, I think if it were open, I'd be feeling it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it's just a visual that it's giving us. That's all, I guess.
Right. And for him, it probably doesn't even look open. It's just what we
Right.
see it as, which is weird. I'm flying just a little bit to the left of the line here. That will help us line up with that runway when we get there. It's about, oh, I don't know, about 50 degrees off from where we're coming in. It's not straight in, but it's close. Remember, we are at an elevation of over 800 feet. So when we descend, oh, I'm going to only drop down to about 3,200. Pretty sure our last destination of the evening does have an ILS. That reminds me, we are only about 78 miles out from this would be our penultimate stop of the evening. When we get here to this airport, we're going to take a 10-minute break, which is customary. Give you a chance to let the dog out, grab a snack, reboot your cocktail. Go down and like and subscribe. You got plenty of time to do all that stuff. You can even meet us at that airport if you'd like to. We'd love to have you. Yeah, this is kind of nice. This is the first time all week where I felt comfortable just taking a break and relaxing with friends and not feeling like I need to be working on that Star Wars Day video. Clock's ticking on that, and it's 99% done. I just need to take a couple days and just keep going through it and tweak this level, tweak that level, check the sounds. There's a whole bunch of green screen work, so There's always a lot of tweaking you can do on green screen stuff to make it look a little better. So we've got a guy back there behind us. I think it says Roo Dog. Like kangaroo, but Roo Dog. That's cool. Don't know if they were flying with us or not. We just happen to be in the same neighborhood. Well, if you're watching the stream, Roo Dog, greetings. Good to see you. Or should I say good day?
It says he's in a C-750 like 67 miles back. I don't know why we're seeing him that far away.
Well, he might not be flying with us, I suppose. He just happened to be in the area. What's he in
Maybe
again?
so, yeah. It says a C-750 winglets, but I'm not sure what that is.
Well, if it's got winglets, it probably means it's pretty fast. Isn't it? The winglets are those little things on the end of jets' wings that help them get better fuel economy?
Yeah, they reduced the wing vortices, vortices.
Yeah,
Which
I imagine they don't put those on small airplanes.
Yeah, the vortices create drag.
.63 out. So, Coast, you used to always fly with that, what was it, like a head tracking software, right? What was that called? Track IR?
Track IR, yeah.
Yeah. And I assume you're not using that anymore? And if not, that's probably got to be something to get used to, huh? Where you're used to being able to just look around and it looks for you, and now you got to use the camera buttons.
Well, it cuts down on the scenery.
That's true. You can't. It's not as easy to look around.
Remember before I got the track IR, I had to fly this way. So it's going back to the way I did it for at least a year or a couple of years before that. So it isn't too hard to get used to things you used to do years ago.
Right. I've never used track IR myself, but I've always liked the idea of it. That it was simple and effective and it worked. You know what I mean? I never heard anybody complain about it. And at first, you think, well, this might be just kind of gimmicky and it don't work all as well as it's supposed to. But it seems to work really good. So, cool.
It tracks your eye movements.
Yeah. I just figured, you know, like a lot of stuff like that, it's like, yeah, it sounds cool on paper, but then you buy it and it's just kind of not that great. But the people that used to use it really liked it, man.
Well, I got used to it quite a bit. I had a lot of fun with it.
Oh, you used it every flight. That's why I'm thinking that must be difficult to get used to flying without it.
I could probably set it up, but I don't feel like it until I get the other machine
Right.
working.
Yeah, you might as well get everything else all up and running and worry about that later.
Don't you have the Quest headset too, Coast?
My daughter still has it.
Oh.
All right, we're 53 out. In about 13 miles, I will bring her down to 3,200 feet. I'm going to set my altitude select for that right now.
Well, I do plan to get used to try to get that in there someday, but it's
Yeah.
days are going slow these days.
Yep. Yeah, flying in VR is absolutely amazing, but it adds a whole nother just level of shit that can go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Also get everything running nice and smooth, and then try to mess with the VR. Actually, what you need to do is you need to mess with the VR for a while before you try to do it in flight sim. Just get used to doing it without flight sim, and then it'll be easier for you to just kind of, use it.
My daughter brought it over and we put it on the machine and put a different game in it. It was like I was shooting things, turning my head as they're coming out of the walls. The combination of what was coming up, my whole rooms and things. It was really interesting.
An augmented reality game. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I've got I might even have the same game. It's like you see your actual house, but then there's like zombies and stuff climbing through the windows, and they'll break your door down and come in, and yeah, it's pretty fun.
I'd freak you out, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
Zombies,
it is.
Ghosts and zombies coming at you.
Yeah, I've got another one that turns your house into like an aquarium. Like everything looks normal, but you look through your window and it looks like you're underwater. There's like sharks and whales and stuff swimming by.
Sounds perfect for you, for a man who's afraid of the water.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of the water. I just absolutely hate it. It scares me. Yeah, I've always said I would much rather jump out of an airplane than jump out of a boat. No way. You could not get me to jump off a boat into the deep water. No way. I'd go down with the ship. I'd just go back to bed, close the door. Good night, everybody. All right, we got a few hills and mountains kind of thing going on, but in just a few minutes we're going to be past most of that, and we can go ahead and bring her down to like 3,200. Yeah, guys, last week's stream was the most watched stream of them all. We've been doing this for just over a year now, streaming. We've been flying together for about 14 years, but we started streaming about a year and a couple months ago. And yeah, last week's stream was by far the most viewed. Yeah, like doubled the most of the previous one. So cool. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who sticks around and watches and comments in the chat there, and everybody who joins us. We every week we get a few people joining us here and there, and everybody's pretty well behaved. I really appreciate that. That's very unusual when you're playing online with people, but this is a far cry from playing Fortnite with a bunch of kids that are idiots. You know, I mean, this is for the most part, people who are into aviation, they got their head on a little bit more straight. You know, a little more calm-tempered people.
Well, it's good to hear someone say that about me, and well, the rest of us, I'm sure.
You don't hear that enough, huh, buddy?
No, well, not at home.
Not at all. All right, we're about 34 out. I will begin to descend down to 3,200. Bring her down. Hopefully not too fast. This thing drops like a rock as soon as I move this knob.
Usually what I hear is, what, are you crazy?
Well, you married me. Yeah, I just moved that knob a little bit and it instantly shoots me down like a negative 2,000 feet vertical.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do. One click down, and it just went straight down practically.
Yep. I mean, I can adjust it afterwards, but it's always, like I said, any passengers I got right now are complaining. Well, they can just go right ahead and
them off
complain.
the ceiling.
Yeah, I didn't invite those guys anyway. And looks like a nice little plains, almost a valley kind of flat area that we're coming into. Pretty cool.
So you're dropping to 2,500?
32 actually, 32. We already have 800 feet of elevation around here. .23 out. Another 10 miles or so. Time to start worrying about that speed.
Hey, Coast, that looked pretty cool. Flyby there.
Like that, Bob?
That was nice.
Bring that bird over here, buddy. Get a good look at it. I think you are also in a United States Air Force paint job, like mine.
Which runway we're looking for here?
I don't know, but you better find it.
It's 29, what?
Yeah, runway 29.
Runway 29.
Yeah, we're still about 20 miles out. We keep going in this heading, we can turn to final in, maybe 10 miles or so. You can see my airport pointer is almost lined up with the runway pointer. It's good news. There are just enough hills around here that we gotta kind of stay on our toes. Don't go down too far.
Yeah, I had to adjust my heading or I was going to smack into a mountain.
Yeah. That's why I didn't want to go all the way down to 2,500. Actually, 3,200 is a little bit cutting it close, but not too bad. $17
Coast
out.
is down there crop dusting.
Gotta get down low for that. Alright, I'm going to slow down to 220. Get ready for flaps. Actually, we're only 15 out, so I need to seriously get ready for a landing here. This is not a very large runway, just over 5,000 feet, but it's all we need. Alright, bring her down to 200, adding flaps.
I seem to be able to see you guys in the air a lot further out than what I used to.
You know, I
You
think
guys
I
are-
might notice that too. That I can see people really, really long ways away. Even when they're just a dot, I can still see them.
Yeah, because you're 2 miles ahead of me and I could still see all three of you guys in front of me. Oh,
See
all
us
four of
just
you.
fine, huh? Well, that's cool.
Yep.
I
I used to have
am.
to leave the name tags on so I could find out where you guys were, but now I can see your planes.
That's good. That's real good. I'm just about ready to turn final here. Almost lined up perfectly. Only 12 out. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and turn final over runway 29er. Slowing 150. Gear down. Got the sun in my eyes a little bit. I still think I should see that runway. Only about 8 miles out, I should definitely see it. Alrighty, I am coming right down the pipe. It's not the easiest runway to spot. It's pretty much all the same color around here. But when you see it, you'll see it. Bringing her down.
Oh, there it is.
Everything is just kind of tan colored around here. Only about 4 miles out. Don't forget your auto throttles. We got a tight little bunch coming in here on final approach, so
Yeah, I'm on top of
Fingers
everybody.
crossed.
I'm going to do a little loop here.
I say
Get
we all
behind
arrived
everyone.
at exactly the same time.
Yeah,
I got
I'm
a
going to
good
loop
view.
around.
I got a good view of Longhorn and Coast up here. I'm going to keep an eye on them guys. Looks like everybody's coming in just fine. There's a bit of a tree at the end of the runway. It's not too bad, but don't let it take you by surprise. That was a very nice job, Mia. Coming to a stop. It was a little tight. I should have rolled a little bit further. Wingnut coming down like he knows what he's doing. Beautiful. That was a nice batch of landings there for everybody. Tailhook coming in with that beautiful F-18. This runway probably not too short, but it's close. Alright, let's pull over here next to the runway and chill out for a couple minutes. We'll call this 37 past the hour. 37 past the hour. At 47 past the hour, we're back up in the air, guys and girls. That's what we're doing here. So yeah, grab a drink, grab a snack, go let the dog out, like and subscribe, do all the stuff. And we'll meet back here in about 10 minutes.
I forgot how to do reverse thrust here.
You might have to set it up. You can set it up a number of different ways. The way I usually do it on the Captain Sim one is I set a button for it, and then when I hold the button down and push my throttle forward, it shoots me backwards. And I let go of the button and it shoots me back forward.
If you don't have it set up, try grabbing your throttle on your console to your right with the mouse and see if you can pull it all the way back.
Right, and then you can use your throttle to put it back to normal.
Yeah. Boy, this place is bumpy.
Yeah, it's not as smooth as that last airport. As bumpy as could be. Yeah, I like that bird Mia's got too. She's got that that Air Force paint job I'm using. Looks real nice. Tailhook brought that bird in pretty good. Came in from the other direction. It must have had a good wind for him there.
Coach, did you pull in there to get you a soda pop?
No, Kenny says he didn't have enough power on approach and he lost his F-18. Not good. Well, we can probably carry all the spare parts for you. Just chuck it in the back of my airplane here. We've got plenty of room. I will be right back.
Thanks, guy. That worked.
Hey, we got Mike Coffee joining us. He said he liked and subbed. What's going on here? Well, Mike, we are just taking a 10-minute break. As a matter of fact, we're almost done here taking a break. We are currently parked. Where is this? Little place called Gunnedah. We're in Australia flying around. this last leg we're going to take, we're flying to a place on the coast called Kingsford.
Good
Yeah.
charcoal.
Just like the charcoal. Yeah, heading to Kingsford. That'll be our last leg of the evening. It's a decent sized leg. On this last leg, I think it'll be just fine for us to climb back up to 8,000 feet. So we got these beautiful Herky birds. We have, let's see here, a whole bunch of C-130 Hercules. We're being escorted tonight by a couple of F-18s, and that's always makes for a great look. Yeah, Mike says he's still in the 2020 version. That is a good version. Of course, had to get the 2024 version. There's a lot of cool updates in the 2024 version. Bunch of little stuff, cool things like the career mode, and it's a little more advanced. It's pretty neat. I like it. I'd recommend it. It ain't cheap. You know that. It ain't cheap. Good way to get it though is if you get Game Pass, you can get it on there for free. So that's pretty handy for anybody who isn't sure that the game is for them. That's a good way to do it. You can check it out, and it's a good cheap way to see if it's something you might enjoy before you spend $100 on it. You know. Right on. Kenia says he's going back to that King Air. Right on, buddy. Right on. Whatever it takes to keep up, we'll be here. Really, anything that can go about 10,000 feet and maintain 250 knots, that should be just fine. I'm going to go ahead and roll back out onto this runway, and we're going to be out of here in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, pilots. On this last leg, we will climb to 8,000 and try to maintain 250 indicated. And also, we will take a sharp left-hand turn as soon as we take off. Turn left. We're going to turn left to a heading of 153, somewhere in that neighborhood. All right. So count on that. Make your final preparations to climb to 8,000. And like I said, we're turning left, heading 153, somewhere in that neighborhood. And we're going to be in Kingsford. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds. Check your flaps. Check your parking brake. Get these beautiful Herky birds out of here. Uh-oh, wingnut, now I see your door open. Weird. It wasn't open before. It is now.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, a bunch of weird stuff tonight. I assume most of it has to do with that new update. It was. They say it's the biggest update they ever had. Most bug fixes, most improvements. Okay, seems like they say that every time, but okay. I'm here for it. Alrighty, good pilots. Let's go ahead and get these birds up in the air. Right on. Lazerbolt is spooling up. We're rolling. Remember, left-hand turn out of here. Yeah, I've still got a very pronounced prop swirl. They haven't quite fixed that yet. I don't hate it. It's a little much. They could tone it down, but I don't hate it. It looks okay. Remember to set your CDI. Set that back to INAV1.
What's your heading?
My heading is gonna be, let's see, about a 150. Right now I'm going to the left of it just so I can intercept the glide path. And this bird, you need to be right on top of it before it latches on. Right now my nav is just armed. It's going to be captured here in a second. But yeah, the heading is going to be right around 150. Leveling off at 8,000. Still waiting for that glide, or for the path to be claimed. That's something that I just don't like. I wish it wouldn't be so picky. But it's pretty picky. You got to actually cross the line before it captures it.
I think he just went kind of wide because I captured it pretty early.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
But,
Okay,
but
I
you're
finally
right.
captured it.
You have to be
finally.
close, real close.
But you have to be right on top of it. You know, it doesn't matter how wide you go. If you're not on top of it, it won't capture it. Where every other aircraft will bring you to the line and then capture it. This one won't. This one just it keeps going straight until you cross over the line. Either way, it's a small thing, but it seems a little picky. Most other aircraft don't do that. As a matter of fact, all the other aircraft I've got don't do that, the ones I've tried. But that's how it is. Nice. I believe this is the longest leg of the evening. Not too bad. Got about 170 miles to go. A little airport information here on Kingsford. We're looking at Yankee Sierra Sierra Yankee. Nice. We have 6 runways to pick from, and every single one of them has an ILS. So let's see here. Well, it isn't exactly the recommended runway, but it is kind of straight in. Why don't we choose runway 16 left? I'm going to come in on that, runway 16 left. We've got 8,000 feet of asphalt. Not much elevation, it's right on the coast, so let's do that. Runway 16 left. The ILS frequency is 110.9er. 110.9er for runway 16 left. And that runway is at a course heading of 155 magnetic. 155 magnetic for 16 left. Go ahead and enter that information right now. Let's see here. Get my nav radio. We're looking at 110.9. Put that in V1.
And you said 115 magnetic?
155. 155.
Okay, 155.
Yep. .155, just like that. We're all set. I thought I was going to hit you for a second there, Longhorn, or Wingnut. Whoop, we're going to hit. I thought you went under me. Whoop, there you go. Okay, I'm going to speed up just so you're behind me. That's what we're doing. I'm going to speed up a little bit. There we go. We're all good to go. Boy, now you got your gear out and everything. This is weird. Oh, no, it's not your gear. That's still just your door. You don't see my door open, do you?
Let me check.
You have an open door policy?
Well, I'm trying not to. It's just weird that all of a sudden we're seeing people's doors open. Clearly your door is not open. It just looks open. For you, it doesn't. That's weird. It didn't do that. The first 2 airports, it didn't do that at all. But just as soon as we took off out of that last one, door's wide open. Very odd. It's like they fix one thing and break another.
Well, your crew entrance door is closed, but your right or your left paratroop door is open.
Is it? Yeah. Very weird. It's for some reason it's broadcasting that, but it's not showing it for me. Weird. I lost track of Longhorn. Did he take off out of that airport with us?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh, okay. There you are.
I had to restart my headset.
I thought maybe we took off without you. Oh, that's right. When you set your headset down for too long, it freezes, don't it?
Yes, I figured I would shut off or go out of VR to do it. Figured, well, maybe that's what's doing it. Well, when I did and I tried to go back in, it just caused all kinds of havoc. So,
Oh, no.
just restart the headset. So,
Yeah, flying in VR is absolutely amazing, but it just adds that one little layer of complexity to make it screw things up. It's one of the reasons I don't fly in VR when I'm hosting a flight. It's just there's too many things can go wrong on a flight night. Not to mention the fact that it's almost impossible to stream when you're in VR. You know what I mean? I can't see the chat. I can't see any of my settings. I can't see my second monitor. It's not very convenient to stream using VR. One of these days, though, maybe.
yeah, it says I'm about 32 miles behind.
Right on. You can catch up in a hurry. We're holding steady 250. I noticed our buddy Mia last week had a couple system crashes where she had some like her gauges were failing on her and stuff like that. Looks like everything's going smooth today though, so that's good news. Kenny, is that King Air able to keep up? Right on. Yeah, by the time we get into the pattern and do our ILS approach, you ought to be right there with us.
Yeah, I put a picture of your airplane down below with your your left root door open.
Right on.
You say you're landing on 16 left?
Hello. 16 left. Yeah, got that door wide open, don't it? Weird. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, this new update to the sim might make Blackbird Simulations a little more interested in updating the aircraft.
Yeah, because it's definitely having some weird effects on us.
It sure is. Yeah, Longhorn, let's see here. We are doing 16 left. That ILS frequency, the localizer is 110.9. 110.9er. Nice escort there, tail hook.
It's funny, after I went out of VR and came back into VR, I can now click on the little icon to show information, so I can now turn the stuff off the nameplate stuff.
Oh, weird. So it's kind of hit or miss on that deal.
Yep, but that worked.
I do like the colored name tags, though. I'm definitely going to try that. If I can remember when it's not stream night. If I can remember on a Wednesday, that'd be great.
All you gotta do is pop it in your community folder and and then it shows up on your toolbar as a setting. There's another option to go in and change.
Right. Now, I know better than to monkey with anything the day before a stream or the day of the stream. Because if anything's going to go wrong, that'll be the day. Well, any other day, I don't care if anything goes wrong. It's no big deal. But if I'm streaming, well, that's not very good. I'm trying to stream.
That's usually after I do any kind of big download or change. I usually do a reboot on my system to try to reset a lot of things.
Yeah, clear everything out. A good system reboot fixes 90% of problems people have.
Yeah.
Got a nice looking group going on here tonight. So what kind of weather you got, Longhorn?
Live, or I mean real where I'm at, or are you in the flight?
Well, I mean in the flight.
It's spotty clouds now. All the rain's gone. I haven't seen rain since the first airport.
Ah, good.
It's just like intermittent clouds, but they're
Really?
right at my altitude though, so I keep
This
flying
is-
in and out of them.
This is one of the few areas right now we can fly around in that if we use our actual time of day, it's not too bad. You know, most other places in the world it'd be pitch dark, but it's not too bad. It's a nice daytime here.
Yeah, I think it's about noon here.
Yeah.
Does it
That being
say?
said, I moved my clock ahead a little bit just so I could get those evening colors. But yeah, when I started the flight, it was broad daylight.
Yeah, I did that too. I'm kind of getting a pink haze in the atmosphere where at my timeline.
So you're not on live time.
No, I started out on live and my airplane was kind of wonky and I was like crabbing across the runway trying to get airborne.
Yeah, mine's actually acting like a porpoise right now because I'm trying to maintain 290 knots. So it's like up and down, up and down.
Oh yeah, the when you're close to overspeeding, the autopilot has trouble keeping it straight. We got to get everybody up here and get them in the picture. Get as many people as we can. This is going to be next week's thumbnail. Ooh, I like that picture you just popped in there, Bob. Look at that. Yeah,
Really?
I think you've got your time set just a little farther ahead than me. Maybe even just 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, got a really cool sunset going on there.
It's nice. The sunset's great when it's not right in your eyes.
You got a windshield visor, don't you?
I guess. It doesn't work too good.
It's never. You can never put it where you need it.
It never helps me find the runway. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find a runway, it's only 5 miles away. You know it's there, but that sun is right in your face. Yeah, I got to remember we're doing an instrument landing here. I always like these a lot. Make sure we're coming in just right. "99 out." Just beautiful. I love these Herky birds. So I started watching a decent show on Apple Plus. They're in season 2 of it now. It's a series, but it's called Monarch, something about Monarch, and it is a kind of an offshoot of the Godzilla franchise and the King Kong franchise. You know, the top secret organization in those movies, the government organization, is Monarch, and this is a show about that. So it's basically a Godzilla slash King Kong TV series, and monsters show up all the time in there. Almost every episode, there's some monster causing problems, and it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm digging it. It's the special effects are really good. The stories are pretty good, I guess, but I like that big monster stomping around causing problems. That's always fun. And yeah, so the big issue with movies like that or shows like that is their biggest obstacle is how to make a Godzilla movie where the people are interesting. You know what I mean? Because nobody goes to a Godzilla movie to see the people talk. But they still, you can't have Godzilla on the screen for 2 hours. You got to have a story to go along with it. You got to have the human drama, and that's always the hard part to do. And they do pretty good on this. It's got the one guy there, Kurt Russell, and his son Wyatt Russell. They look identical. Obviously, they're father and son, but they look identical. Wyatt Russell looks just like Kurt Russell when he was a kid. And we've all seen movies with Kurt Russell when he was younger. And Wyatt Russell looks just like him. So it's kind of neat. There's a time travel-y sort of deal going on. And Wyatt Russell plays the young Kurt Russell. And Kurt Russell plays the old... Well, he just plays Kurt Russell. He doesn't play Kurt Russell. He has a character. But it's just neat how Kurt Russell plays the old version. Wyatt Russell plays the young version. And it works out pretty cool. So yeah, I've been digging that. If anybody has Apple Plus, I would recommend check out Monarch. They're in season 2 right now, and I think the final episode of the season's getting ready to drop. It might have even dropped today. But it's cool. If you like that kind of stuff, you'll like that. '83 out. We don't have a whole lot of elevation at this airport we need to worry about, so when it comes time, probably another 30 miles or so. When it comes time, I'm going to drop her down to 4,000 feet, and that should bring us underneath the glide slope.
Well, you dropped way back all of a sudden, Laser. What happened?
I don't know. My stick's doing weird stuff.
Yeah, you dropped like 2 miles back just in the blink of an eye.
Huh. My autopilot shut off. What happened? Yeah, I was looking down, checking out something else. Yeah, I don't know. I think my engines are shut off or something. What's going on here? I'm at full throttle and I'm dropping speed. This is not good. Hold on. What is happening? I'm going to try to reboot. I'm going to try to do that cold dark. See if that helped. It did. Alright, I use that left hand panel to start my engines back up. It's a sloppy way of doing it, but it kept me in the sky. That was weird. What the hell that was?
Yeah, I don't know. All of a sudden, just you fell off.
Yeah, my engines shut off, or they feathered themselves or something. Yeah, bizarre. Of course, it happens when I'm down looking at something else. You weren't playing Johnny Toggle in there, was he?
What's that?
You wasn't playing Johnny Toggle with some switches, were you? Well, actually, I was just wanting to make sure that my course heading was right. So I had my head way down over on the left-hand panel, you know, the autopilot thing. And yeah, all of a sudden, I noticed the shadow going across my screen, meaning that I'm changing direction. It's like, oh, what's going on here? Yeah, that was weird. Of course, once you do that, it starts you with full flaps. Might even have my gear down. Nope, don't have my gear down. That is odd. That screwed everything right up. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it didn't. I still got my flight plan going, so that's neat. All right,
Yeah.
well, if I hurry, I got just enough time to get back set up for that situation.
Probably better check your heading and.
Oh, I gotta check everything top to bottom. Let's see here. All right, weird. Yeah, my course heading is 155, so that's still good. That was what I was checking. Oh, I might be going the wrong way. I'm still 72 miles out. What is going on here? No, still heading the right way.
Yeah, we're 65 out. We're being ahead of you a little bit, but sounds right.
Okay, I'm climbing like a mad dog here. Whoop, now I'm going down like a mad dog. Yikes. This thing has no subtlety. Okay. Weird. Okay, bringing her back down. The frequency of that localizer was 110.9er, right?
Yep, that's correct.
109er. All right, I'm still set up. It'd be nice if this works. That was weird. I wonder if I like bumped something on my stick. Like if I bumped the button that shuts down my engines. But boy,
I do
that's
that
a
all
hard button. I purposely put that one on. It's kind of an indent thing, so you don't hit it by accident. I don't know how I might have hit that. That was not pretty.
I do that all the time in VR. I'll lean my head forward and make contact with my stick and push a button I didn't mean to and shut
Whoop.
something down.
Trim something or yeah.
Looks like I got
Okay,
some weather up
63
ahead.
miles to go. Well, at least you guys will get a good view of me coming in. Hopefully nice and straight. This runway is damn near straight in. That's why I picked it. It didn't recommend it, but that's why I picked it. Alright, actually I should set my altitude down to 4,000. We'll just descend all the way down to that. Yep. Not good. Of course, all that stuff knocked my TAWS radar out. All right, whatever it was. Smooth sailing now. Yeah, Captain Hopper says that. The stream monkey got me. Oh no, Kenny has had a sim crash up in here. He says he's not having the best luck at all.
His
Well,
sim
yeah, buddy,
crash?
have a good weekend. Have a good weekend, Kenny. Sorry about your bad luck. It's always fun playing with you. As a matter of fact, people should hop over and check out Kineas's stream. He streams quite often. He has a neat variety of stuff. I've seen him stream a lot of flight sim stuff. I believe I've seen him do some Red Dead Redemption a time or two. I love that game. And a couple others. So go over there and check him out. It's good stuff. Okay, I'm almost at 4,000 feet. The way things are going, I hope it actually holds me at 4,000. Okay, looks like that worked. 42 out. We're not too awful far away from picking up that localizer beam. Well, Karma, hope you're feeling better. Had to bail before the end of the show. All right, hope you're feeling better. Maybe catch up later on the thing. And if you're feeling better, we'll see you Friday. We're going to be here every Friday, guys. In the 14 years that this community has been flying together, honestly only missed about a handful of Fridays. All right, 36 out. Got some weird lighting effects going on. The low sun is causing some strange light flickering. Yeah, somewhere within like the next, I don't know, 8 or 9 miles, we should pick up the broadcast of that ILS feather. And we're coming pretty straight in. So, there shouldn't be much to lock onto it. Of course, we haven't done any ILS landings since the big update. Fingers crossed, right?
Yeah.
A beautiful river down here. It's on the left. There's some huge cliffs on the river. Imagine kayaking down this thing and just big walls on both sides. Take you right out to the ocean.
Well, I got a capture on the signal here. I just don't have the glide slope yet, but I got capture.
Very good. That's good news. It's a good sign. I'm 28 miles. I should pick up the frequency here any second.
I got it at 20, almost 25, 24.7, I think is when it hit me.
Perfect. You should at least receive the glide slope indicator around 20 miles, and then maybe latch onto it about 14 miles. All right. I'm picking up the localizer. Go ahead and arm my approach hold. See, we've got our navigation armed and our glide slope armed. This right here is showing the navigation part. Get a little closer to this line, and we are captured. We're still under the glide slope, but we're farther than 20 miles out, so we're not receiving the telemetry just yet.
Man, I got city lights lit up down there. It looks pretty cool. I'm almost that dark, not quite, but enough that all the lights are on.
Kingsford, looking good in the dark up in here. Looks like a busy airport up ahead.
And I got a glide slope in.
A lot of traffic at it.
Yeah, there is a bunch of airplanes up there. I should receive my glide slope marker here at about 20 miles. It's still armed and waiting to capture. But this thing's bringing us straight in, straight as an arrow. All right, once again, as soon as my glide slope indicator pops in, it latches onto it and begins raising me up. It shouldn't do that.
Really?
Yeah. Right now I'm climbing. I'm at 4,000. I'm climbing to intercept the glide slope, which is above the horizon still, so I'm still climbing. I've captured it. It doesn't say armed anymore. The second it showed up, it instantly grabbed it instead of, you know, it says you're underneath it until you're close enough to grab it. Whatever it is, it did not wait for me to intercept it. It brought me to it, which I wish would happen with the navigation part. Navigation part works smooth as silk. And I have latched on to the glide slope, and we're coming in. All right. After all that, it still worked. But, you know, could you imagine if I was down at like 2,000 feet instead of 4,000? If I was at 2,000 feet and it latched onto that glide slope and shot me straight up in the air to try to catch it, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
As it were, at 4,000 feet, I was already kind of close. It only had to raise me up a couple hundred feet. But it should not do that. The glide slope, it should always wait until you cross it. It shouldn't bring you up to it. That's weird. But, once again, it doesn't do that every time. It only does it occasionally. So who knows what in the world the problem is. It's time to slow down, though, everybody. Don't forget your auto throttles. That's really easy to do.
And I'm down to 160. I can see the runway, and I'm coming in.
Nice.
Shit, that says 10 miles out.
I'm at 11 still. You said your speed is 160, Bob?
Yeah.
I'm going to hold 150. Yeah, I'm coming in nice and smooth up in here. It's looking good. Nine miles. And check out that city over here on the left, right? It's pretty sharp.
Yeah, it's lit up here. I'm like I said, I'm almost dark, and it is really lit up pretty good with colors.
Beautiful. Ooh, look at that bridge. Think we can get a Hercules under there next week after we take off? Been a while since we've gone under a bridge. That looks like a good candidate right there. If I wasn't on a perfect ILS approach right now, I would have probably tried it. I was on a good approach for that too. 2 bridges. This one doesn't
Oh
look
yeah, I
like...
see it. Yeah.
The one with the arch looks like the good one to go under, not with the 2 towers. The 2 towers looks
On
like
the one on the left wing here.
yeah, the one with the arches kind of thing. That'd be
Yeah.
yeah. That
It's
looks like
got
we can go
good
into that.
lights on it. It's lit up.
Nice. All right, what do we got? We're coming in, smooth as could be. It looks like one of those airports where they kind of added some land and made it. Just made a little man-made peninsula and put a runway on it. There are
Boston.
lots of actual pilots here. You notice that?
Yeah. Well, it's daytime, and
Yeah.
if they're
And this is a
from this
popular
area.
place. Cooper and Jost, something or other. We got Druga. Yeah,
Fire Melon.
yeah, a bunch of actual pilots. It would be nice if this game, it's been mentioned for forever, but it would be nice if this game let you chat with other players. You know? Like, say, if you were willing to chat with other people, you just tune your radio to a certain frequency, and then anybody can talk to you, you know?
It
Yeah.
does. It does if they're in your group, because
Right, but
Gunnedah
you
and
have-
I were doing that.
Right, they have to be in a group, though. You have to know them. Like
Yeah.
these guys, I'd like to send them a message and say, hey, how you doing? You know, come back here next Friday at the same time. We'll fly together. But you can't.
Yeah, that would be cool, because like if you create a group for everybody to fly in, then everybody could go into that and just chat using that instead of having to go through Discord. Just
Right,
eliminate
right.
one.
You can already do that, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something I never really considered. We used to do that all the time back at FSX. But back in those days, we had huge problems with trolls. It was bad.
Well, then whoever's the moderator of it should have the option of being able to like boot somebody.
Oh, dude, we used to have 5 people on hand at all times booting people. There were people busy all night long just booting people. That's all they did. It was crazy. But, you know, we were flying with 30 or 40 people. But we were also doing it on TeamSpeak. Discord is way better for keeping the riffraff out. TeamSpeak, people didn't care. People were complete, ruthless idiots in TeamSpeak. But we don't get much of that nowadays, especially since we started doing Discord. I don't know exactly why that is. But somehow Discord is way better at keeping the fools to a minimum. All right, what do they got around here? Doesn't look like much. Doesn't look like much at all. Yeah, how about we just pull up over here and park along the runway, and we'll get a good view of this here sunset over the water. Yeah, it looks like definitely the main airport is way back there. We're just landing on this little artificial thing they built. Hey, at least this way we can look out over the city and see the cranes and whatnot.
It's weird because the runway seems like a long ways away from the terminals.
It's way far away. All the other name tags of people were like in the terminals, and they were miles away from us.
Did you see this? Looks like a slide coming out of a terminal to the right just before landing.
Yeah, it's got like red and white stripes on it.
Just past that. Must be a spiral staircase leading up to a tower or something.
Yeah,
It's
I'm looking
really
at it right
yeah,
now. Do you think
almost like a
that's the
water
tower
slide.
for this? No, there's another tower over here. Yeah, weird. None of it are points of interest, oddly enough. Although there are lots of points of interest around here, but it's more towards the city. Like I said, when we're on our way out of here next week, we'll take off in this direction and we'll try to go underneath that bridge. And at the same time, it'll allow us to check everything else out. That's a pretty nice smooth landing there, Longhorn. Okay. There is a lot of cranes over there in that shipping yard. Be nice if they were animated. Beautiful. Yeah, that was nice having a nice little eyeless approach on that last runway. We don't get nearly enough of those. Well, Wingnut, you don't look like your normal self.
What? I got a witch's nose or something?
No, you're beautiful.
You're just 2D now.
Nice
You're
long
3D.
ponytail.
Say
Braided hair.
what?
You're not
Yeah, you
3D
got
anymore. 2D.
a very cool looking, like a tactical gear outfit going on. Right
I
on.
don't have a ponytail.
So I'm assuming you guys see this big cargo ship getting loaded.
um, I don't think so. Is it over there by all the cranes and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, let me see. Fly my drone over there.
Hold on.
Oh, there's something. No, I don't have any big ships around here at all.
Let's see.
None, as a matter of fact. Not a single one. The last one I saw was that one that was stuck in that tiny harbor.
Oh, dude, it made me into a woman, didn't he?
Sure did. Did you see the stream?
Yeah, I just now caught up to it on your stream. Man.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably Mia, and it's just like it's randomizing our
Switched it
our
around.
avatars.
Yeah,
Yep.
because I see Mia in a uniform, pilot's uniform, kind of a handsome dude though.
Kind of neat. I like that pilot suit, or the like I said, it looks more like
Sort of
tactical.
leaves
Or,
all of us out, doesn't it?
I put a picture of the ship that I see.
oh, let me check that out. Oh yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that at all. That's a huge.
Yeah, it's probably one of my add-ons because I know I've got some scenery
Oh,
for
that would. Are
what city? What
are the
city are we
cranes actually moving, doing stuff?
in?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't look like it. But they're very detailed though, because you can see boxes on them and
Mhm.
ladders and stuff and all that. I'll cruise over there in my drone in a second as soon as I shut the plane
That
down.
does look different than mine. Mine just has a bunch of boxes and like 3 or 4 cranes that look different than those cranes. Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely confusing your avatar with Mia's. I really like that outfit though. That's pretty sharp. Nice looking lineup, guys. Yeah, I don't know if this is me or which paint job are you in, Longhorn? Are you in the regular Air Force? It says FT on the tail. Because I'm seeing almost all of us in that one. Mia's in it. I'm in it. Longhorn's in it. I got Wingnut in the correct one. He's in the stretcher version. I see Coast in that Captain Sim Air Force. I was just wondering. So next week we are going to be taking off out of here. We're not quite ready to jog over to New Zealand just yet. We're going to wait until we get down here a little bit. So after next week, we're hopping over to New Zealand. Should be fun. But Friday, we're going to fly out of here, continue along the coast till we get to the south. Got a bit of a mountain here, so that'll be interesting to check out what's going on in that neighborhood. So yeah, count on that, everybody. And like I said, we're going to meet right back here next Friday, same time. And we will see everybody next time. Take care, everybody. Have a good weekend. Bye now.